Alright, so what's your name, where are you from, and how many years have you been playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
My name is Cliff. I've been playing Marvel 2 for about 10 years and I'm from New York.
Alright, and what is your fondest or most enduring memory of Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
It came out after a couple of years or so. Like, I heard about Infinites, but then I thought it was bullshit. But then I got it. I went to the arcade in Forest Hills, and some guy showed me some crazy Magneto Infinite at the time. I didn't know what it was. Then he was like, "Oh, it's called the ROM," and then I was like, he started teaching me, and then I just went nuts. But as far as going far with it, I just didn't go too far.
Has a mutual interest in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 brought about any friendships? If so, please explain.
Yeah, it brought me a lot of friendships because my friend Ralph introduced me to his friend Donut. We found out we both like Marvel, and we went to CF one day. That's when I actually met him, and he just bust my ass really bad. And I also met Brett Romnito, who is here right now. He's the one, doing the questions and interviewing me and everything. So yeah, I met him, I met Josh 360, I met a lot of top players and everything, and they're all pretty cool.
Cliff, what would you say about the way... Yo, Hannibal, keep it down, man!
Yo, he can't control it. It's crack. He can't control that, man.
True, that's true.
Dope fiend, man. Come on.
Alright, what is your favorite aspect of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 community?
I like how it brings everybody together. Like, Marvel 2 does that. Like, everybody comes together as a community. You meet new people, you make friends and everything, people share information on, like, combos and everything. And that's basically what I like about Marvel 2 and how it brings everyone together.
Which aspects of the MvC2 community do you think need to be changed or improved or just questioned?
When people take it to a personal level, I mean, the trash talking and everything, America is, the hype, pumped up, makes you play harder, but then people take it way too seriously, you never know how, you just got to be careful on how you talk to people. You talk to somebody the wrong way, you can get in their head, and then it's like, yo, they go nuts and want to fuck you up over it, and that's not really cool. Basically, all that fighting, the trash talking, like I said, it's all right, I don't care about that, just don't get up in my face and be trash talking me, what I mean? I wouldn't have it. It's not like you're fighting for your life.
Select a moment in the history of tournament level MvC2 and explain why it was important to you and or the community.
Well, actually, I have to select two moments. Evo 2K7, the Justin Wong comeback against Yipes. Not many people can come back with Cyclops alone against a full MSP, and everybody knows how dangerous MSP is, especially Yipes. That nigga is a monster with his team, that's his team, and for Justin to come back with Cyclops alone, good shit to Justin Wong. My hat goes off to that dude. When Justin Wong was against Josh 360, best Iron Man player in the world, when Josh perfected Justin Wong and Justin Wong rage quit, that was a crazy moment because it's not every day that you see Justin get perfected. So when people saw that was like, oh shit.
And can you explain to the viewers how Justin actually rage quit? Because that's usually thought of as an online thing, something that you would do in Marvel Online. How did Justin actually rage quit in a real match?
He saw he was about to get perfected and he just fucking rage quit. It was like he didn't want that to be seen, but everybody knew it was gonna happen, so it was like no escape. I mean, I guess the rage quit is seen as escaping, but we all know the result if it would have happened.
Why did you decide to play MvC2?
Well, that goes back to the mid-90s, when Children of the Atom came out. X-Men Children of the Atom, for those of you who don't know. So I started playing since then. Then when they came out with, Marvel Superheroes to X-Men vs. Street Fighter to Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter to MvC 1 and 2, plus I read comics. I love Marvel, wish DC was in there, but, oh well. I like Marvel better anyway. But yeah, I'm a comic book reader, so that also, you see? I read comics, so that's why I got into the game. So when I saw all my favorite Marvel characters, so I was like, hey, why not? As far as inspiration going, I mean, when I first heard about the Infinites in Marvel 2, I was like, okay. And when I seen it done, it was done to me. The first character was Magneto, so I obviously didn't keep up with it. I'm not a top player, so I'm letting you guys know that right now.
Are there any console MvC2 sessions in your area? Describe what they would be like.
Not as much. I mean, today, was the only day there was a session, and close to where I live. We're at, Romnito's house right now. We just finished playing X-Men vs. Street Fighter Children of the Atom. There's some matches recorded and everything, so those will be up in a minute, and not a minute, but in a few. And we're about to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 right after this. So as far as like at my area, not really. Now there has been sessions in the past where me and a couple other players go to
Corrado RS.
RS, and yeah, he lives out in Long Island. Like, he throws the crazy sessions out there. A lot of people come out there, and we all just crack for hours and don't leave his house till maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, because he has work and everything, and we got work. But it's crack. What the hell you want?
Okay, so you talked a little bit before about how people get angry and they get, so pissed off when they lose and all this stuff. So speaking of that, I want to get your thoughts on, money matches in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, basically when people play, when money is on the line. But more specifically, I want to know just your thoughts of the Romnito vs. Focus Money Match 3. And just since you were there, and I just want to get an idea from you on your thoughts, of the experience.
Good experience, because that's actually the first money match I actually been to. So yeah, you guys can say, wow, that's the only one. Yeah, I don't really go. I don't travel out there or whatever. I got other things in my life I have to do and take care of, okay? But it was great. Now, my thing is, I'm not going to lie, I thought, Romnito was going to lose that, that money match, because Focus, was really just beating the shit out of him. But, Romnito kept his composure. Everybody was yelling and screaming on top of their lungs, saying, he's ass and Focus is going to whoop his ass or whatever, but he kept his composure, and I was right. I was actually sitting right next to him, and he came back, and I know that last one, everybody was like, oh, Focus should have won, but hey, he let go of the stick and got up at the last second, and that's what gave Brett the win, and that's Focus's fault for getting up. But other than that, it was a great match. I watch it from time to time. This guy is like, it's like there was like a flame that just went off in this guy's eye. It was like, it's crazy. He still wanted more, apparently. I don't think he was done. The aftermath of signing his stick, I don't think I would have agreed to getting my stick signed. I don't think I could have agreed to that. Shit, I gotta, sit there and wipe that shit off for days trying to get that permanent mark off. I'd be tight as shit.
What do you think about the fact that the score was 8-3 and then it was like 9-4? I mean, what's your opinion on that, just on the way the whole thing changed, basically?
I honestly think he just was getting lazy because of the fact that he figured, hey, I got 9 wins over this dude. I got 1 more to go. I'm not going to go as hard. But the thing is, when Marvel, especially if you're playing for money, you better play hard. That's money on the line. It doesn't, I guess, well, some people say, oh, if it's a small amount of money or whatever, and that's my damn phone. Don't stop the video. Who the hell was that call anyway? But okay. If you're playing for small dollars or whatever. But if you're playing for like $50 and up, like, you better play hard. You better play as hard as you never played before. Like everybody said, I guess he just wasn't hungry enough.
What you think about all the aftermath of the Romnito vs. Focus Money Match 3? The YouTube back and forth with the trash talking and the excuses and all the random stuff from other people that were not even Romnito or Focus.
Sitting behind the computers commenting saying like, oh, Focus sucks, Romnito sucks. Like, my thing is like, are they good themselves? My thing is like, yo, shut the fuck up if you're not even all that good. I even responded to some of the comments when people was like, I was basically defending both because you're both of my friends. Now my thing is like, he said, he made a mistake by getting up. Yes, that was a really big mistake. But then like, from what I saw, like, the mistake was like getting like lazy or whatever, not playing hard enough, and he should have like been on point. Had he been on point and not got up at that last second, he would have won, no questions asked. Now what people were commenting, say, oh, like I said before, he sucks. Oh, I'll own both of these guys free. Where's the money match videos, or just videos in general showing how good you are?
What are your thoughts about MvC2 online? On Xbox Live and on PlayStation Network. How does online MvC2 compare to console and or arcade MvC2?
There's no comparison at all. There's no comparison. I mean, both online modes, 360, PS3, lag, the frames and the animation is just too choppy for me. It's like it's not the Dreamcast. Like Dreamcast is the only one that's faithful. Arcades, same goes for the arcade. Arcade and Dreamcast is the only ones I'll play it for. The rest of them, the rest of the ports for MvC2, not good. I don't even like them. Like I play them at my friend's house and everything, but it's just not the same. At least with the Dreamcast, I know if I screw up, I screwed up. Not, with this, like, you didn't screw up and you still, dropping combos and stuff. And like Marvel 2 Online, I'm through. I don't even like it. I don't.
All right, that was a great answer. Now let me just ask you this: in terms of the human interaction element, what do you think about the differences? Obviously, there is a big difference, but the differences between the way people interact at arcades and say console sessions, compared to the way people interact when they're talking over the headsets on Xbox. Like, I want to get just your thoughts on how they are different.
Well, basically, basically when people interact with one another, basically. You're asking me?
Yeah, like saying how it's different when they interact in person, say at console sessions. I know it's different, but describe, maybe which one you like more and how you think that one is better or one is different or whatever you want to say about it.
The talking over the headset part, people just say whatever they want because they know, they wouldn't say it to that person's face. I'll kick your ass. Yeah, you wouldn't say that if you saw that person right then and there. At the arcade, and the guy was like, he was trying to say that I suck, but, he just couldn't say it. So he was saying that the character that I was playing with, was ass. He was saying, oh, Rogue sucks. Yo, Gambit sucks. I can't stand those characters, but yet I'm whooping your ass with them. Don't sit there and try to say, yo, that character sucks. I don't like the way come on, just tell me I suck. I have more respect for you. You just told me in person instead of trying to find ways around it. They better go play with their rage-quitting friends and stop, bitch moaning and griping and complaining like, oh, you're only good because you do infinites. Why don't you fight me straight up? Stop using assist. And there goes my Street Fighter 2 player select ringtone. I'll edit that later. They just keep going on and on like, yo, you can't do this. You're only doing this. You're so cheap. Yo, it's part of the game. Get over it. To the casual players out there who don't complain and know, they're not as good as the top players and they just play for fun, respect to you guys. For the scrubs who keep complaining and crying like, oh, you can't stop doing this, like, can you pick other characters, or why don't you pick characters you actually like? Hey, look, nobody's gonna sit there and play by your rules. This is the real world. You can't have things your way. There's no, oh, I want you to pick Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li, and I'll pick Cyclops and Wolverine and Amingo. No. It's not going down like that. It's basically like a Street Fighter. There's no fucking rules.
All right, what tactical or combo discovery would you say had the greatest impact on the way that people play MvC2?
The unblockables. There's a lot of things. The Cyclops Infinite. The first time I discovered that, I know Killer Kelly uploaded the video. Jacob, I think they call him J-Clops. That guy and the guy he was playing against, they both was doing the Cyclops Infinite, so I felt, I thought that was really cool.
What elements of MvC2, the game, and the MvC2 community make it different or similar to other fighting games?
Like, if you compare it to CVS2, if you pick A Groove, which is basically the custom combo, that's damn near like, well, not infinites, but it's like, it's close to it. Street Fighter Alpha 3 has Vism that you pick, that's the same thing, and CVS2, they're basically the same fighting styles.
Is there anything else regarding MvC2 you'd like to contribute? This is your chance to speak to the community at large.
Basically, good shit to everyone in the Marvel community. And to the scrubs, stop crying, stop bitch moaning and griping about infinites and everything. Step your shit up and stop rage quitting, because you're pissing everybody off. That's it. I'm done.